always said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Powell. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They did.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Taking it the other way.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Back to pass, it's Ramsey. Makes the grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Breaks into the open. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Aggies are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back has it. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Wants to adjust the pattern. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Got his man in the middle. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick handoff. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for space. It's McGooligan. And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Aggie! Fired in from the red zone for the score. When this place gets loud, it starts to sway. They've renovated, reinforced, and still the rafters are shaking.
Yeah, and they still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. So many traditions at this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play here.
They are backed up, defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Running into the open space. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. That's good for Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Here we go. They're going to ride this running back. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Dropping back, it's Ramsey. Throws to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
He makes the grab, and he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The give to the left side. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The offense changing the play. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. They'll leave it with him. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Aggies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Quick pass on the fly motion. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the right side. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. He now has 62 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement.
Sneaks it in.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Ramsey. Here's the pressure. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. They'll immediately call timeout. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Sometimes you have to put it in a tight window, and sometimes the window is gargantuan, and it was there.
Yeah, that was one of them big old huge windows. And I tell you what, when you throw to the middle of the field, a lot of times quarterbacks are a little bit hesitant. When you're that open.
Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. And the Aggies come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Wants to throw on 3rd down. It's complete to the right. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched.
Catch in stride inside the 15. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. The play action fake. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Ramsey. Shoots it to the left. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Scrambling away. Fires on the move. Got his man. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Got rid of it just in time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here we go. Here we go. Just keeps slinging it. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. He makes a grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your legs.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. And the punt will go into the end. Ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Find space on the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
The Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Slings it. Makes a catch. Converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium's expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
And the Horned Frogs have a lot of options on second and inches. Pulls and throws out the RPO. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. The Horned Frogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. A first down run on the doorstep. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The hurry up now, second down, caught kicking. Back to pass. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. They march 78 yards down the field, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Man, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Hauls it in. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the quarterback takes a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Detroit and Ford Field as we anticipate a terrific matchup in this one. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Makes the quick grab. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Aggies line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Ramsey. Makes the grab down the middle. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Wants to fire on second down. Working that left side. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes one deep. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Aggies!
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The Aggies are facing 3rd and inches. Looking to throw, it's Ramsey. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll wave for the fair catch. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got the first down and more. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Aggies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a second down. Off the play fake. Looking to scramble. On the run, fires downfield. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, running back on the move. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Give to the fullback. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. The Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. On the option. Now the pitch. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. Texas A&M will line up with a first and goal. Quick strike complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Ramsey. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 3rd. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
The give to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. Turning it on. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Quarterback adapting. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Working that left side now. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. Gets it out quickly. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a 1st down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Off play action on 1st down. Sends it downfield. Intercepted deep in his own end. Trying to take it back.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. They'll leave it with the lone back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air, it's Ramsey. Takes a shot as he lets it go. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellows, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
He was looking.
At the 18, and the Texas A&M.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Quarterback may change this route. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's McDougal. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it at the 30. Turns it on down the left side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he's got his man along the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the 1st down. The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying play action. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give to the back. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Spits it out to the back. It's complete.
the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game, and on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Touchdown, Aggie! And the route is on.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scary.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go to the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Dropping back, it's Ramsey. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Puts it out of the air. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. He'll throw it. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. So now it's second and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Now the play fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies!
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're... different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Beverly. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run it from the gun. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
That is no good because no game is perfect. Something. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Takes a hit as he fires.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be.
Gonna take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, looking to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's in. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.